What is going on, everybody? Hoping y'all having a great day. My name is Josh, and in this video I'm going to be explaining and showing you what happens when you don't follow your own rules and your own sets of guidelines. Not necessarily in evals, but in funded accounts, guys. So I'm gonna dive right into the video, man. If you are new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the algorithms, and I appreciate it very, very much, guys. Let's get into it. I'm gonna get rid of my face so we can just see the charts, and I will show y'all what happened today. So during today's session, the New York on the NASDAQ just ended. I did live stream everything. I do live stream Sunday all the way through Friday. So anytime that the future sector of the market is open, I am live streaming the NASDAQ futures as well as Bookmap. I just closed my Bookmap out. But anyway, to the video. So this is an Apex funded account. It is a PA. It is day number 2. So this morning when I started this account, I had $450 in equity. So when the Asian market kicked open, that's when I made 450 bucks. So I'm gonna go through my trade performance, guys, and show you what happened and just give y'all the honest truth on this account. Now I still do have $394 in drawdown left. So at the peak of today, this account was up $1,600. It was like $1,650. So the equity was actually $51,630, I believe it was. So you can see my profitable trades. I have $2,700.38. My losing trades is, look at this, guys, $37,0150, which puts me at a net total loss of $963.50 today. My winners are 55.88%, and my losers are 44.12%. I'm going to go down and show you the trades that I made. So let's see where the first trade is going to be. It will be right here. No. Where's my first trade's actually yesterday, which is going to be the third. Okay, so it doesn't go in order. So this is the third. So this is all yesterday's trading. As you can see, I have X amount of trades, bunch of trades going on here. Let's go look at the profit and losses of them. So this is a trade from yesterday when the Asian opened at 5 p.m. I had $40, $100, I had a $125 loser, a $220 winner, a $300 winner, a 10 winner, a 10 winner, a 20 winner, and a 43 winner. That was all from yesterday, which was Wednesday. And then today, you can see, today is the 4th, so I had a 90 winner, a 360 loser. Let's scroll down. Alright, a 200 winner, a 86 loser, a 107 loser, a 205 loser, a 400 loser, a $880 winner, a 105 loser, a 120 winner, and then a big 390 loser, 390 loser. I don't know how I have two 390s, and then a 285 loser, and then we go down here. 80 winner, 225, 110, 360 loser, 220 loser, 120 winner, 25 winner, 90 and a half loser, 27 loser, 60 winner, and a 550 loser, guys. Horrible day. It would have been great if I would have left it alone. So this is where my guidelines and my rules come in, which I did not follow one bit when the New York session opened. So my guidelines for myself, which I'm supposed to abide by, is number 1, do not over trade. And what I just showed you on all those trades is over trading. When I was up $1,600, I should have left it alone. So that's rule number 1 that I broke, was over trading. Rule number 2 is putting on a higher position than what you need to put on. See these 4s right here? In this 5, I don't need to do that. I think 5 was my biggest position size. I got some 3s, I got some 4s, and I have some 5s. So you can see the 5s were all losers. This 5 position was a loser. This 5 position here, let's go see, was $107 loser. I had a couple winning 4s. Let's see, these are 4s right here. This was a 4 position. This was a 4 position. So rule number 2, I put on too much than what I'm supposed to. I'm really only supposed to be putting on 1 to 2, maybe 3 full NQs. What is the other rule that I have? Okay, another rule that I have for myself is do not trade out of the sessions that you know you're good at trading. So me personally, I trade really well during the London session. I'll do really well at the beginning of the opening of the New York, or like up in like an hour before the open. So for my time, 8:30 is New York open. So my good time for trading is 7:30 in the morning all the way to about 8:30, 8:45. And then sometimes I do hold positions overnight from the Asian to the New York, but they're micros, 1 to 2 micros. I do really well when I trade that way as well. But for scalping, I do the New York Open. I do pretty well. My winning percentage rate is really good. Sometimes it's 100%, sometimes it's 94%. It just depends. So those are my 3 big rules that I broke today, guys. Let this be a lesson to people. I know even the most advanced sometimes slip and break their own rules. It's just part of the game. Once we get into that zone where we're on a losing streak and we revenge trade, that's another one. Rule number 4, revenge trading. It's hard once you get into that zone and all you see is red. You know, not only on the charts, but like you just go tunnel vision, right? All you see is, all right, I need to get it back. I need to get it back. Then you overtrade, and then you over leverage your positions, and you put on a bigger size than what you're technically supposed to do. So let this be a video, an advice video to where look at what I did. I had day number 2. I had 1650 in equity. Now I literally have negative. What would this be? $770 in equity lost with only a drawdown of, let's call this $400, guys. So I can either A, baby step this with micros for the next 2 to 3 weeks to get this back up to where I need it to be, of $2,000 in drawdown, which if I get this back to $2,000 in drawdown, this number here will be 5143. So that is the ideal way to go about this scenario. Or I can just full send it with 10 positions and hope for the best. It's not going to work out. Sometimes it does. It works out like 1% of the time. Or I can just, like I said, baby step it with 2 to 3 micros. But $400 goes super fast with 1 full NQ. Let's see, 1 full NQ with a 10-point jump is $200. So if I get the right position at the right time to catch a 10-point jump, I can gain $200. But I don't know. I just it's part of the game. You feel like poop afterwards, but it's a learning curve. It shouldn't be a learning curve at this point in the game. I've been trading futures for 5 years, and it just is what it is. Sometimes I'll fudge up. I'll be really good, and then I'll just make one bad move, and I'll lose money, and then I'll just, boop, there goes that blackout. There goes that red, guys. So, take my advice. I need to take my own advice, of course. I know this. Don't do what I did today. Of course, it was all live stream, so if you were on my live stream today, I appreciate everybody watching the live streams. Appreciate y'all coming out and talking to me on the chats, man. I have fun. I have fun trading. I have fun talking to y'all. Just don't do what I did, guys. It is what it is. Tomorrow's another day. I'm not going to trade for the rest. We still have, 35 more minutes, 40 minutes left of trading. But I'm not going to put any more trades on. I'll probably put a couple positions when the market reopens at 5. My live stream will be back open at 5 o'clock Central. So y'all come out and check me out on the live stream. If I'm not by my computer, I'm always in the chats. Either I'm upstairs on my phone or my tablet. But if I'm not physically in front of the computer, I'm always coherent that people are watching. So I'll stop in and say, what's up, how's everybody doing? But yep, bad day. Now this was only one account. I did trade 6 other accounts, and I did well on them. The only reason I did well on them is because I stuck to my rules. I didn't trade out of my comfort zone, right? I stayed and I traded the Asian through the London with 1 or 2 micros. And then when London happened, I did make a play or 2, and I'm 100% win rate on those accounts, and that's my take profit accounts. I take those take profits, my bread and butter. I stick to my rules hard on take profit. I don't overtrade. I don't over leverage. I don't trade outside of whatever zones that I trade, whatever sessions. London, it's a gravy session, and the beginning of the New York session. It's a gravy session, guys. But anyway, thank you all for coming in. Thank you for watching the video. If you are new, once again, please hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the algorithms, and I appreciate it very much because I am monetized by YouTube now. So every time you watch an ad, I get a little penny, I get a penny or 2. And I'll do a quick update real quick if you're still here. I've been monetized since a month and let's say 4 or 5 days, and I've already made $97.34 in monetization, AdSense revenue, guys. I do have the supers and the chats where you can send money, but I don't expect anybody to send me money, guys. You don't have to send me money. If you do, hey, I appreciate it. I think I got 2 super chats before, but anyway, I'm not here for super chats. I'm here to live stream my trades, live stream Bookmap to help everybody out, because Bookmap costs money. So I put the Bookmap up there, and I've been gaining traction with the followers. You can see that I've gained 388 followers since I've been live streaming Bookmap. So I appreciate it, and I hope y'all have a great day. And once again, do not do what I did today. Over trade, over leverage, revenge trade, or trade outside of the sessions that you know you're profitable on. If you're profitable on London, just trade London. If you're profitable on Asia, just trade Asia. There's no need to trade for 7 hours throughout the day. If you make your quota, whether your quota is $400 or your quota is $1,600, once you hit your quota, stop trading. Best advice I can give you guys. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up here, man. Y'all have a great day, and I hope to see y'all on my live stream. And I will talk to y'all later, man. Y'all have a great day. Peace.